Even if you've just got an hour a week can make a massive difference to someone's life. My name's Esther and I'm the Volunteer Co-ordinator for Horton Housing. Volunteers will volunteer for a variety of different reasons, but the majority of our volunteers will start off volunteering because they're wanting to give something back. So they may have had their own personal experience of homelessness, drug and alcohol addiction, or that they've been in contact with our training centre and undergone some of our courses, and then decide that they want to volunteer to help others. Our volunteers will learn about different groups of people. You'll meet different cultures, different communities. You will receive ongoing training and support whilst you're volunteering with us.
Hello, Horton Housing Training Centre, Kate speaking.
Our volunteers, we've got 101 volunteers in Horton Housing, so we're about 20% of the workforce as such. So even from that you can see that we're a pivotal part of Horton Housing. With our community cafes, the community cafes wouldn't run without volunteers. So that's how important volunteers are, and we do value your time that is given to us.
And I thought, if everybody helps somebody else, then we'll all be okay, you know. It's hard to help yourself. I found it hard to help myself, but it's easier to help someone else. So it's good to know that you can come in here and you're not just going to be used. You know, they develop you, so you get access to all their courses, health and safety, fire risk, all the rest of it, some really comprehensive courses. God, it makes me feel better. It's better than any kind of antidepressant. People are so appreciative.
Volunteering, it gets you out of the house, so if you're isolated yourself, you get up, it gives you a purpose. There's been loads of studies in America as to how volunteering, especially among the elderly population, can actually increase length of life because it gives you a sense of purpose. Volunteering is really, really good for your self-esteem. I was a volunteer for 2 years. And the first time I hadn't worked for a long time, and the first time that I volunteered and someone said thank you to me, that made me feel, yeah, I'm actually part of society again.
I decided to volunteer last December because my partner had passed away, and I'm a very gregarious person. I like to be out meeting people, so I decided very quickly that I was going to come and volunteer. So it is having people around me, but it's also helping other people, it's helping my friends that I've made here, and that all helps me. The people that work here are so friendly and caring, and there isn't one that I couldn't actually say was like that. They're a lovely group of people, love their work, and good communicators. So they very quickly make you feel part of the team.
Volunteers bring their own personal experience. We have a lot of student volunteers which are undergoing courses at university, so they'll bring up-to-date knowledge into the organisation. Time as well is a massive thing. Depending on what scheme that they're volunteering for, time is something that perhaps we don't always have, and a volunteer gives us that time and spends that time with our client. So volunteers enhance the services that we already run.
I started out as a client. This place actually saved my life. The first day I came with my support worker was the day I was going to commit suicide. And I just said to him, fine, I'll go, just for the sake of going. And I got here, I met Tina, which she gave such a lovely welcome. Showed me around the place. I went home and I thought, that's it, I've got something to live for. I started doing the art group, and just from there just carried on. Plus I was a recovering binge drinker, so that's completely stopped now. And that's all through the help of these guys here. And I just carried on. I lead now an art group on a Wednesday afternoon with clients that I've got clients now that come. And my goal was to volunteer for Horton Housing at reception. And this was only back in March this year. And now I am doing that. I've got my confidence, and it's just all down to Horton. And it's just saved my life, like I said. I've got something to live for.
And that's what volunteering is about as well, it's making a difference. So it might be making a difference to you personally, but it's making a difference to you, to our clients and the community that we all live in.